So let's get started with example number 1. All right, and this example is going to be find the equation of a circle given a diameter with endpoints -4, 5 and 8, -3. So remember, in this class, it's always best to have some kind of picture. So let's get a circle here, and this circle is going to have in it a diameter. So -4, 5, I can say is roughly right up here. And if I draw in that diameter, I am going to be going right through the center of the circle. So remember what we need to write for this example. I need the equation of a circle. So what I'm looking for is this equation. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared is going to equal r squared. So two things I need for the equation of a circle. I need the center, hk, and I need the radius, r. So in order to do this, I got to figure out the center, which is going to be the center of the diameter as well. So what I know is I have this midpoint. So the midpoint of the diameter is going to be the center of the circle. So if I'm going to go through this, what I need to do is figure out what the midpoint is. So I'm going to use my midpoint formula. My midpoint formula is going to be a point. And remember, it's a -4 plus 8 over 2. And then 5 plus a -3 over 2. And this is going to give me 4 over 2 and 2 over 2. So I get the center of the circle is going to be 2, 1. So this is going to be h, and that is going to be k. So right now, I have this as my equation. I have x minus squared plus y minus squared equals r squared, and I have the center 2, 1. So all I need to do right now is figure out what r is. So I have to just figure out the radius. Well, the good thing is I could either figure out the radius going to the point -4, 5, or I could figure out the radius going to the point 8, -3. So if I want to find the radius, I just plug one of these points in for x and y. So I'm going to plug the 8 in for x, the -3 in for y, along with my center. That'll give me what r squared is. So here's what I get. I get 8 minus 2 squared plus -3 minus 1 squared is going to equal r squared. 8 minus 2 is going to be 6 squared. This is going to be a -4 squared. So I get a 36 plus, remember, a negative squared is a positive, so that's going to be a positive 16. And now add those two together, I get r squared is going to equal 52. I don't need to figure out what r is, because in order for the equation, I just need to know r squared. So here is then my final equation of the circle. I get this. X minus 2 squared plus y minus 1 squared is going to equal 52. And that is going to be the equation of the circle. that has -4, 5, and 8, -3 as endpoints of a diameter. In this next example, we're going to find the equation of the tangent line to circle A at the point of tangency 17, 2. So remember what we have here when we talk about tangent lines. 1, let's get a circle. And 2, let's get a tangent line here. So we'll put the tangent line right here. And remember, a tangent line is related to the radius in a certain fashion. So let's kind of draw that in and make that the radius. So according to the problem, what we have is we have the center, which is 3, -5. And I have this point right here, 17, 2. Now this is not drawn to scale because I know 17, 2 is not right above 3, -5, but this is just a visual. So if I'm going through here, what I want is the equation of this line. So the equation of a line, remember, is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And I need two things for that line. I need a point and I need a slope. That point is going to be x1, y1, and the slope is going to be m. So remember, the point that's already on the line is 17, 2. So that is going to be my point. So I know the point on the line is going to be 17, 2. I just got to find the slope. So right now, with all of this information, I have my equation of the line is going to be y minus 2 equals m times x minus 17. So I know that's x1, y1 because that's the point on the actual tangent line. Now the slope is the tricky one. The radius and the tangent line have a relation in which they are perpendicular. So what I want to do is I want to find the slope of the radius. So if I remember my slope formula, the slope of the radius is going to be y minus y over x minus x. So that is going to be a -7 over a -14, which simplifies to a positive 1/2. That's the slope of the radius. And if it's perpendicular to the tangent line, I know that the slope of the tangent line is going to be the negative reciprocal, or -2. Because -2 is the negative reciprocal of 1/2. So now I have everything I need. I know the slope of the tangent line is -2. I know the point that the tangent line goes through is 17, 2. And all I got to do is finish up and write this slope as a -2. And I have my equation of the line. And that's it. So remember the basics of what you need for a line. I need a point, I need a slope. And then where are those in reference to the shape? The point was the point of tangency, and the slope was the negative reciprocal perpendicular slope to get the equation. And there you go, another video done. If you have any questions, email your teacher, and we hope to see you soon. Stay safe.